Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for the 2020 Clarion University BizPitch Competition. My name is Cindy Nellis, and I'm on behalf of the Clarion University Small Business Development Center and our Entrepreneurial Leadership Center, I welcome you. For those of you attending, you are in listen-only mode only. Everyone else, we're excited for you to be a part of this competition. First, I'd like to introduce you to the Small Business Development Center. The mission of the Small Business Development Center and the Entrepreneurial Leadership Center is to help businesses start, grow, and prosper by guiding business owners to make better business decisions. We strive to meet this mission to build more successful businesses and drive economic development in our students and in our communities. Tonight's event continues that mission and celebrates the spirit of entrepreneurship in our students. It is only fitting that this event occur during Global Entrepreneurship Week, a week designed to stimulate, inspire, and encourage entrepreneurial activities that promote originality, creativity, and ingenuity. It is a time focused on local, national, and global activities that are designed to help individuals explore their potential as entrepreneurs while fostering connections and increasing collaboration within their surrounding ecosystems. In our competition tonight, you will meet 5 students with 5 business ideas, 4 judges, and many key sponsors. I'd like to quickly say thank you to our sponsors for their financial support that has made tonight possible. S&T Bank, First United National Bank, Clarion University Interhall Council, and Scott and Pamela Crow, the Crow family, and Robindale Energy. We are excited to showcase our students who have courageously stepped forward with ideas that offer a vision for the future. These students will provide a detailed introduction of their idea, its market opportunity, their competition, and a summary of their financial projections. This is their beginning. Of confidently setting the stage to pursue the opportunities they see on their journey to becoming an entrepreneur. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to our judges. We are honored to host 4 notable individuals, each touched by a passion of entrepreneurship, innovation, and economic development, and proud to be Clarion University alumni. Our first judge is Tom Bowman. In 1987, Tom left the comfort of a large CPA firm to start his own firm. At the time, he had 2 small kids, a spouse who didn't work outside the home, 2 clients, or no clients, no money, and debt from 2 failed small businesses. Without a business plan and no bank loan, Tom launched his accounting services business with a dozen or so credit cards. With diligence, perseverance, and a deep passion for his work, Tom built a well-regarded company serving small businesses, and today has 13 employees and a business with sales that exceed 1.5 million, putting his company in the top 2% of CPA firms nationwide. Along the way, he built a payroll services business, financial planning business, and became a successful real estate investor. Tom has been recognized for his success by the Small Business Administration, a national accounting organization, and in 2018 was honored as a distinguished alumnus in business for North Allegheny High School in Wexford, Pennsylvania. Tom is a 1977 graduate of Clarion University and is proud to have supported Clarion over many years. Our second judge is PJ Hilbert. With a foundation of progressive and engaged leadership, PJ is sought out as an advisor for global operational issues, acquisition integration, and organizational effectiveness. She sees issues clearly, determines a path, and facilitates fresh thinking that translates into actionable ROI-focused strategies. With a collaborative style and a proven ability for finding, deploying, and developing talent, PJ drives performance and organizational excellence in both large global operations and entrepreneurial environments under competitive pressure. Most recently, PJ was Chief Human Resources Officer at Advanced Dermatology and Cosmetic Surgery, which is the largest dermatology practice in the US and private equity owned. In addition to serving as trusted counsel to the CEO in scaling the business, she brought discipline and HR best practices to take the company to the next level. Prior to Advanced Dermatology, PJ was Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer at Synchronous Technologies, a mobile innovation leader. PJ directed human resources for a global workforce spanning 10 countries and 7 acquisitions. She championed an ISS and investor outreach program that led to the redesign of the executive long-term incentive plan, which received an ISS yes recommendation and over 90% shareholder favorable vote on executive pay. PJ also served as Executive Vice President, Global Operations and Chief Service Officer. Previously, PJ was Managing Director of Treasury and Security Services, Global Client Service and Offshore Operations at JP Morgan Chase & Company. She led the client service team in 20 countries and successfully integrated the JP Morgan and Bank One client service teams following their merger. Earlier, she rose through various operation roles at AT&T to VP Customer Relationship Management. In that role, she drove performance improvement in one of the largest operations in the company during a very competitive time in the industry. She also established and directed the AT&T Emergency Response Center to restore service for New York City Financial District customers impacted by the destruction of the telecommunications infrastructure on September 11th, 2001. She began her career with IBM in sales. PJ has served on the corporate boards of Daleen Technologies and JP Morgan Services, India Private Limited. Her not-for-profit board membership includes Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, the Executive Women of New Jersey, and the New Jersey Ballet. She's received numerous awards and recognition, including selection for Women of M2M by Connection World Magazine. PJ attended the Harvard Business School of Advanced Management Program and has a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Clarion University. Our third judge is Bob Leeper. Bob is a vice president and one of the founding members of NFP Executive Benefits. He functions as senior consultant for executive compensation and benefits. He's responsible for working with companies to develop effective and efficient benefit and compensation programs for their key employees. Bob has helped build NFP Executive Benefits into one of the industry's most well-recognized firms, operating nationally based practice offices in Philadelphia, Atlanta, and Nashville. In 1998, his company was listed on the Inc. 500 list for fastest growing private companies in America. His company has a client base of more than 1,900 corporations, including approximately 800 financial institutions. The company administers benefit plans for executives and currently has in excess of 10,000 participants with over 17 billion of plan assets on its proprietary systems. Prior to NFP Executive Benefits, Bob held the position of practice leader with an international benefits consulting firm, supervising all activity needed to support non-qualified executive benefit plans. Bob has had extensive experience in dealing with a wide range of employers, from closely held companies to major public corporations and banks, and has had many assignments with not-for-profit organizations. Bob has worked exclusively in the executive benefits field since 1986. Bob is a 1972 graduate of Clarion University, and he earned his master's degree at the University of Dayton in 1974. He also earned designations from the American College, including Chartered Life Underwriter, Chartered Financial Consultant, and Chartered Advisor for Senior Living. He is active throughout the insurance industry. He's been a main platform speaker and breakout session speaker at the Association for Advanced Life Underwriters, addressed the International Forum, the National Corporate-Owned Life Insurance Directors, and a variety of carrier and local chartered life underwriter chapters. He has served on the AALU's Retirement Plans Committee for years and has been a director for Partners Financial. Our fourth judge is Dr. Kevin Roth. Clarion University Faculty Emeritus, Kevin J. Roth served as professor in the Management and Marketing Department for more than 30 years. During his tenure at Clarion, he also served as director of the Small Business Development Center and department chair. His consulting, teaching, and research interests include entrepreneurship, small business management, strategic planning, and community planning. He has served on various local and statewide boards, including the Clarion County Planning Commission, Northwest Regional Planning and Development Commission, Clarion County Economic Development Council, and the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education Economic Development Council. He currently serves as board president of the Clarion Forest Visiting Nurses Association. Dr. Roth holds a PhD in business administration from the University of Pittsburgh, an MBA from Clarion University, and a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Slippery Rock University. We are truly honored to have these four judges, and we thank each of you for being a part of this exciting event tonight. Before I turn this program over to our chairperson, I'd like to introduce one of our distinguished guests. She has been an entrepreneur herself in a number of businesses and consistently demonstrates her ability to see opportunities in everything she does. I'm honored to welcome Clarion University President, Dr. Dale Pearson.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to BizPitch. Whoops, I'm gone. I'm back. I'm very excited about this event. It's one of my favorites. It takes the students to a whole different level of their expertise. They are heroes for small businesses. They are heroes for invention. And those truly are the heroes of the United States. The small businesses are really those who drive the nation in terms of its creativity, its innovation, and its bravery. These individuals, these students, see possibilities across distinguished lines of disciplines, different degrees, different working structures. They see things that others cannot see, and they make it happen and they create. So for them, their stick-to-itiveness, their bravery, their stepping out of the box of normal kinds of processes and thinking, their knowledge and their science that they put behind this, and their spirit of I can do this and no one can stop me, is something that really makes us Clarion proud. They really are the individuals who will drive the future, and they are those who will make the planet and make us as humanity better for their presence. So welcome to BizPitch tonight, and I wish everybody the best.
Thank you, Dr. Dale. And we truly appreciate you being here and being a part of our program tonight. Thank you. The Student BizPitch Competition is already in its third year. And of course, this has been a year of pivoting in every way. As the summer began, we knew this competition was going virtual. We planned, we shifted, and we launched this event knowing our path forward had many unknowns. I'm very proud of our leader who stepped out of her comfort zone, embraced the plan, and moved this competition forward like a true professional. It is because of her initiative, organization, team leadership, and hard work that has made tonight's event a reality. So please welcome our event chairperson, Ms. Shelby Wrights.
Good evening. Welcome to our third annual BizPitch competition. Thank you for watching at home and supporting our competition. This is my second year coordinating the BizPitch competition and sadly my last. In May of 2019, I graduated with my undergrad degree in Business Management and Human Resources Management with a minor in marketing, and will graduate this May with my Master of Business Administration. Tonight, you are going to see some very talented students with innovative ideas, and I'm very excited for you to hear their pitches. Let me give you a rundown of our event. We have 5 students who will each give a 5 to 7 minute pitch. Following each pitch, the student will then be questioned by our judges for no more than 5 minutes. The judges will then be given a few minutes to complete their scoring while we hear from some of our 2019 finalists. After all of the students have presented and we tally our scores, we will launch a poll within Zoom for you to vote to determine our fan favorite. The fan favorite prize, set at $250, will go to the student with the most fan favorite votes. You will be able to vote for your favorite after all the participants have presented. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to thank our preliminary judges, Adam Reynolds, Aaron Lewis, and Lacey Fulton, for volunteering their time to judge the first round of the competition. Thanks to our university administration, our president, Dr. Dale, and especially our sponsors, Scott and Pamela Crow, the Crow family and Robindale Energy, S&T Bank, Clarion University Interhall Council, and First United National Bank for their support that has made tonight possible. Thank you to our final event judges for taking the time to judge tonight's competition. And lastly, thank you to the students participating in this year's competition. Let's get this competition started. Good luck, everyone. First, we have senior and accounting major, Taylor Leuthold, with her innovative business, Follow Me. Follow Me is an app that facilitates group navigation in non-pin GPS locations. It will allow users to focus on driving safely while following others, as well as having a database to store past directions.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Taylor Leuthold, and my app is Follow Me. Have you ever followed someone on a road trip and have been stressed out trying to keep up with them? Or worse yet, gotten separated? Have you ever been somewhere that's not exactly on the map, but would love to go back? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then I have the perfect app for you. Let me introduce you to Follow Me. Follow Me is working to give people peace of mind while following friends and family while driving to their favorite locations. Additionally, we are allowing customers to reconnect to their favorite places, even if it's off the beaten path, simply at the tip of their finger. By giving people peace of mind while following others, this is going to promote safe driving practices. According to a study conducted by the CDC, road traffic crashes are the leading cause of non-natural deaths for a healthy US citizen. Over 38,000 people a year are killed in car accidents on US roadways, with 47% of these accidents being caused by speeding and distractions. Follow Me will increase safe driving practices, which will result in a decrease in the number of road traffic accidents. The app facilitates group navigation in non-pin GPS locations. When first downloading the app, users will be asked to enter their license plate number and basic insurance information that will be used for future app enhancements. To use the app, the driver that is leading the way is referred to as the host driver, and will create a personalized five-digit passcode to share with those who are following, also known as the secondary driver. The secondary driver will then enter the app into the code. A GPS satellite will allow the secondary driver to take the path of the host driver, including any unexpected stops that may be on the way. Once both the host and secondary drivers reach their destination, they will be able to save the directions they took so they have it for future use. And when saving the directions, the users will be able to rename the file so that it accommodates to their needs. This will minimize the need for secondary drivers to keep up with the host driver and allow all parties to safely drive at their own pace while arriving to the same destination. So there is a wide range of age for the target market, with it being anyone from the ages of 15 to 70 that has a driver's license and a means of transportation. This app is both targeted to new and unexperienced drivers, as well as older, experienced drivers, because road traffic accidents can occur at any age. For marketing strategy, the primary source of this is going to be through social media platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. They will all be used to promote the app, and under each platform, there will be a company account that will frequently post information regarding the app. I will initially also focus on grassroots marketing, which will consist of promoting the app to local colleges and high schools. This will help gain word of mouth and to test the app within the younger generation, so that down the road, the market will be open to the broader range of age groups that the app is targeting. The secondary phase of the marketing strategy will be to reach out to local travel agencies as well as partner with insurance companies. This will be done by analyzing the data that users initially provided regarding their insurance information for their automobile. A specific potential partnership that could be with the insurance company like Allstate. And under this partnership, Follow Me will be used as a tool to promote safe driving, and Allstate will offer a small discount on the optional monthly subscription. Additionally, there will be ads within the app promoting each user's specific insurance company, which will also allow for additional marketing for that company. The first initial cost is for app development, and this is set to be ranged from $7,000 to $11,000. And this is based off the website Clavex, which is designed to give a ballpark value of app development based off specifics of the app, like how much data it's going to store and really what you want the app to do. The second initial cost will be for advertising. A majority of the advertising will be done via social media and through grassroots marketing, which will not cost nearly as much. The reasoning for adding $4,000 for advertising will be to reach out and hire an influencer or multiple influencers to also have them promote the app to a larger crowd, since social media is so big today. To get the financial forecast, I predicted that out of 6 colleges and 20 high schools in my area, that 10% of the students would download the app. And of that percentage, a quarter of them would purchase the subscription model. Now, the subscription model is going to be for $3.99 a month, and this is going to allow users to be able to share pinned locations and allow them to share old paths with other users or make them public. And based off the average ad revenue for an app, I'm projecting $190 in ad revenue for the first year. So some of the top competitors that you guys may know of are Google Maps, Apple Waze, and Waze. These apps are similar to Follow Me in that they offer a source of navigation. However, Follow Me has a significant competitive advantage over them because it allows users to follow each other and receive directions that they may not be available on the other platforms. And unlike the competitors, users may also save their path for future reference. When traveling or driving in general, the primary goal of the driver is to arrive to their destination safely. The app will allow families to feel at ease when allowing new drivers and their family to take on the road. Even for experienced drivers, driving in a new area can be stressful, and trying to keep up with someone will only add more unneeded stress. For areas that are off the map, like new discovered hiking trails or unpinned natural swimming spots, users will now finally have access to revisit these places without having to worry about remembering directions. Follow Me will eliminate the stress drivers may feel and allow them to safely drive to their desired locations. Are there any questions?
Okay, thank you, Taylor. Bob, go ahead with your questions.
Did you say Bob?
I said Bob.
Did you mean Bob Leeper?
Bob Leeper.
Okay. I did have one question. Is this, you must be utilizing some underlying platform, whether it's Maps or Waze or something. I mean, is this an application on top of a GPS system?
Yeah, so this is going to be similar to Waze, but it's going to be its own individual app, but it is going to use similar aspects that like Waze and Google Maps have. So it is going to give you like directions like how those would, but it's also going to allow you to follow other people.
Are you,
So it's going to be
I was asking, are you getting those directions from one of those other applications?
Yeah, so it's going to be primarily from like Google Maps, but what makes it different and how it's going to get other directions is simply by like following other people. But initially the directions are going to be from those.
Gotcha. And do you have to have a license from one of those to use their system that way?
Either a license or learner's permit. That's why the target market was age 15 through 70.
No, I meant a license from Google Maps.
Oh, no, you do not.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob. PJ, go ahead with your questions. PJ must be having some difficulties. We'll move to Tom.
Sorry, I didn't unmute. I didn't.
Oh, no, that's okay.
So forgot that little button there. So somebody needs to give me a helping app here for my Zoom issues. Tell me a little bit about why you decided to come up with this this program, and do you have other people working with you, or it's just you alone?
So this is just all me on my own. I came up with this idea when I drove from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, which is pretty close to Clarion, to Florida. And I was following my family actually in a separate car. And that was my first time really going on a long road trip. And the whole time I was driving, we didn't really have a set destination at first. We were just driving until we got tired. And the whole time I was driving, I was just so stressed out trying to keep up with my dad. And a couple times he would have to pull over so I wouldn't lose him. So that's when I initially thought of this idea. I was thinking it would be nice if I could see where he goes and if he gets off an exit without having to call him or have my sister text him really quick and try to figure all of that out. So an app that would allow me to see where he's going and if he makes any stops would be nice.
Okay. And how long do you think it would take to develop and actually get it to market?
I think at least a year. I did some research on like app developments and usually it takes around a year. And I think with there being other navigation apps out there to like kind of go off of, it should only take approximately like a year to create.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Tom Bowman, if you have any questions.
I do, yeah. Two questions probably. One is, Taylor, you mentioned the kinds of trips like swimming holes in parks. Is that the type of the non-pinned locations that you would be advertising to? Or
Yeah. So for example, if you see the PowerPoint in the top left picture, that's a area in PA called Blue Hole. And I've been there a couple times and you have to kind of know how to get there or follow someone to get there. So this app would eliminate having to, once you go there once and you put on the app and you follow someone, you'll have those directions saved. So I could rename the file and put it under Blue Hole swimming location. So I don't have to ask the person I follow to try to explain the directions on how to get there.
and would this be driving and walking then as well, obviously?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And where do you consider your expertise to be in this organization?
So I do have a background in finance and data analytics. Obviously, with my data analytics minor, I can't create an app all on my own, but I think through that, I would definitely be able to get more behind the scenes and put my input into that, as well as finance. And I'm also a management major too. So I think I have a lot of different aspects that I could provide to this.
Okay, thanks, Taylor.
Thank you, Tom. And lastly, Kevin.
Yes, Taylor, I'd like to know, as you look forward, how will you measure success in this app?
I think the first step for success would just be actually creating the app, which, like I said, hopefully in a year will be done. And then I think after that, just getting as many people as I can to use this so that they feel more comfortable driving. The primary goal of this app is just to promote safe driving and to eliminate stress and distractions. So I think the big way to know if I'm successful in this is just from knowing people are using it and driving safely.
Thank you. That's my only question.
Okay, thank you, judges and Taylor. While the judges are scoring, let's hear from our 2019 finalist, Jeanne Olivis, and she is here to talk about her experience in the BizPitch competition.
Hi. Yes, there's me and Shelby. Hi, everybody. My name is Shauna Olivas, but I go by Shaunanita, and I was a finalist last year at the BizPitch competition. And my business was for something that I had created called Hairpy, which essentially is an educational business for hairstylists to become paraprofessionals in the mental health industry so that they can reach a large amount of people, especially since depression and anxiety have increasing rates these days. My background is actually in psychology with a minor in international business. So participating in something like this really got me out of my comfort zone in something that I was not really familiar with or didn't consider to be my forte. And I think when I reflected, when Shelby asked me to come back and talk a little bit about my experience, I really think that participating in a competition like this really solidified my professional goals. I still talk to people about this idea and how I'm currently developing my repertoire and how I'm educating myself with this goal in mind. I still consider this to be something like my dream job to develop further along in my professional career. And also this business or like this experience really helped me realize what kind of resources Clarion has to offer. While I was developing my presentation, I talked to so many people from the Career and Development Center to the SBDC and other people that were just willing to hear my pitch and help me develop those skills. So I don't think I would have done any of these things or done a lot of this research without something like BizPitch to help initiate that. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jean Anita. So nice to see you. Next, we have Kojak Secrets, an all-natural beauty care company made from all-natural ingredients. Owner Tamara Baker is a public relations major with triple minors in social media, speech communications, and Black studies.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tamara Baker, and I am the CEO of Kojak Secrets. So today we will be discussing our story, our products, our profit, and what we have in store for the future with Kojak Secrets. So let's start off with our story. So when I was 15, my hair was very damaged. It was very unhealthy. It was very uneven, as you can see. And I just wanted something that was just going to change my hair. So I wanted something that was going to save my hair. So I researched many different products from many different like gurus and YouTubers and naturalistas. And the products either simply did not work for my hair, were overly expensive for my 15-year-old salary, or had very harsh chemicals such as alcohol or mineral oil, which I found are in a lot of the leading hair care companies. So I just decided to make my own. So I wanted something that wouldn't just make my hair grow, but to improve the all-around health within my hair. So my hair was very dry and it was missing like a lot of the natural oils. So I decided to make my own oil to see how it would make my hair. So I went downstairs in my kitchen and I researched all the different oils we had in our house to see like what would help with my hair grow and what wouldn't, and like what would fight with dandruff and what would just help my hair. So after my mom screaming at me for hours for using all the oils in the house, I finally came up with the perfect concoction that would later become our secret oil. So my hair started to change instantly. It got very longer and it got thicker like very fast. So my family and friends were asking me like, what am I putting into my hair to make my hair grow? And they just wanted a part of it. So that's how I tested my products out. I gave it to my family and friends with different hair textures in mind, with wavy hair, straight hair, curly hair. And I just wanted to see how it would work with different people with different hair types and skin types. So on January 8th is when we launched. So we came out with our secret oil, and 10 months later, we have added more hair products, skincare products, cosmetic products, and we started off as a small hair company and now is an all-around beauty care company. So these are our current products, or what I like to call them, the Kojak 5. So the first product we will be discussing is our secret oil. Like I said before, it was the first product that we came out with. So it is an all natural oil. You just apply that to your hair and your scalp, and it contains ingredients such as olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, and other beneficial oils that will help promote healthy hair. The next product we will be discussing is our shampoo. So unlike other shampoos, like, you know how you use shampoo and sometimes your hair feels like dry or gritty because it has sulfate, ours is all sulfate free. So it is a moisturizing shampoo and it contains water. It is a water-based shampoo. So having a water-based shampoo, water is the key thing to hydrate your hair. So you want to have water. So it has water, African black soap, coconut oil, and other beneficial oils that can help with hair. So our next product is not just a hair product, it's also a skincare product. So it helps promote with healthy hair and improve your skin. So all you have to do is apply that to wet or dry hair and it will moisturize your hair. And then apply that to your skin, either wet or dry. Normally I like to use it when I'm fresh out of the shower and my skin will feel moisturized even days on end. And it contains organic ingredients such as African white shea butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil, and olive oil. So the next two products I will be talking about is our cosmetic products. So this is our secret serum. It is a lash growth serum and an eyebrow growth serum. So everyone's on this new lash wave, but if you're not taking your lashes off properly, you can be damaging your eyelashes underneath. So all you have to do is apply this to your lashes or brows before bed a few times a week, and you'll see growth and your skin will be healthier. So it contains ingredients such as castor oil, argan oil, and vitamin E oil, and other oils that are also good for your skin. So our last product, but certainly not least, is our Kojak Kisses. So Kojak Kisses is a hydrating lip oil. You just apply it to your lips as needed, and it contains ingredients such as castor oil, avocado oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and even dried rose petals, which can add a sense of smell, like a scent to it. And also rose petals help get rid of dead skin and then to balance your pH balance. So now we're going to be talking about our old profit. So when we buy things, we buy everything in bulk. So normally we get everything off Amazon. So with our containers, it's about $63. With our labels, we were paying $50 for about 50 labels. So it's about $180. For our ingredients, it's $200. So all in all, to make it, it was about $450. So with our secret oil for 30 containers, selling them at $6 a piece, we're making about $180. For our hair and body butter, selling them at $8 a piece for 6 containers, we're making a little bit under $50. For our secret shampoo, selling them at $7 a piece for 6 containers, we're making under $50 as well. And then for Kojak Secrets, selling them at $5 a piece for 24 containers, we're making $120. And then for our secret serum, selling them at $5 a piece for 10 containers, we're making $50. So all in all, we were making just about the same amount that we paid to make it. So with our current prices that we have, we were losing $5.85. So our secret oil was $6, our shampoo was $7, our hair and body butter was $8, our secret serum was $5, and then Kojak Kisses was also $5. So after doing our math, we noticed we have to do like a big change. So we noticed that we needed to look for different venues that would give us more for less, and then also to increase our products, because we want people to have a luxury feel with us, but still have affordable prices. So with our new prices, we have our secret oil at $10, our secret shampoo at $8, our hair and body butter at $12, our secret serum at $5, and Kojak Kisses at $5 as well. So this is our new profit. So our containers, we haven't found a venue where we can get more for less yet. So it stayed about at $60. Our labels, we found a place where we can get our labels for $30 for $250. And then our ingredients stayed the same at $200. And then the total to make it is a little bit under $400. So with our secret oil, selling them at $10 a piece for 30 containers, we make $300. For our hair and body butter, selling 6 for $12 a piece, we make a little bit under $100. For our secret shampoo, having 6, selling them at $8 a piece, we make a little bit under $50. For our Kojak Kisses and our secret serum, we make the same price because we didn't change the price. And then all in all, we're making about $600 now. So just with our new prices, we're starting to profit $218.70. So let's talk Kojak Secrets in the future. So with Kojak Secrets, we currently do not have our LLC, but we want to get our LLC to become like a notified company. We also want to get trademarked because we noticed that our brand is growing very fast. We also would like to change our website platform from Big Cartel to Shopify, because Big Cartel is a good website to start with, but to become bigger, we want to have a bigger platform such as Shopify. So we also would like to add 5 new products. So we broke it down into the sections we kind of already have. So hair, body, and face. So with our hair products, we would like to add a curl refresher and a curling cream. With the body section, we would like to add body scrub and face oil. And then with the face section, we would like to add a lip scrub. So with our company, we've noticed that when people buy stuff from us, they normally buy things in bulk. So if they buy our hair products, they normally buy all of our hair products. So if they buy our skincare products, they normally buy all of it, or beauty and etc. So we would just like to cut off the middleman. So with our hair, so we would like to have sections, like to cut it out. So with our hair bulk, we want to have our secret oil, our secret shampoo, our hair and body butter, our curl refresher, and our curling cream. With our body section, we want to have our body butter, our face oil, and a body scrub. With our face section, we would like to have Kojak Kisses, our secret serum, and then our lip oil. So as you can see, Kojak Secrets even works on small children. Her hair grew up very fast. So you can follow us on all of our social media platforms at Kojak Secrets. You can find us on TikTok at Kojak Secrets, at kojaksecrets.com. You can email us for inquiries at kojaksecrets@yahoo.com. And then you can shop with us at kojaksecrets.com. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's start with Kevin. Do you have any questions?
Okay. Sounds like you've made a lot of progress over this
Yeah.
last year. And one of my questions was going to be, where do you see yourself moving forward? You've addressed that. But let me go in a different route. When you look at competition in your first year of existence, what would you say your differential advantage is in the marketplace? What kind of sets you apart from others that might be competing with you?
I think the thing that sets us apart is we use everything with natural ingredients, and none of our products contain anything with nuts, because like a lot of people have nut allergies, so we don't want that to happen. And then also, personally, my sister is allergic to mango. So when I was starting to make our hair butter, I was going to use mango butter, but instead I started to use the cocoa butter because I noticed that works as well. So we just want to have good products that are natural and also that are not like allergic to, like people are allergic to.
Have you, let me extend that. Have you put together financial projections moving forward?
Financially, I've just been shifting. Like I just changed the products a few weeks ago because I was doing the research and noticing that we were losing money. So I would say for the future to just like plan out how the ingredients and how everything would cost financially for me moving forward, like to improve, to make sure that I'm profiting.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Tom Bowman, do you have any questions?
Yeah, Tamara. Two questions. One is, it sounds like you're selling all to individuals. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, can you
You're
repeat?
selling to individuals?
Yes.
Individuals are buying. Have you considered a wholesale market at all?
I have, but I thought I would profit more to sell it like individualized, but I also would like to do like the bulk, like how I was saying, like selling all my hair care products together. So they would get all the products at once instead of buying like just one product, and like they could also save that way.
Okay. And do you have a physical location where you're mixing up all these oils, or is this still in your mother's kitchen, or where is this all happening at?
I make everything in my mother's kitchen, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
PJ?
Yes. Can you tell me how, it sounds very interesting, and it sounds like if you're going direct to consumers and you're starting to bundle your products,
Mhm.
that you have an opportunity for really large scale growth. So sort of building off Tom's question, how do you see your production facilities keeping up with that?
I think it's gonna be like as of now, I think it's gonna be challenging because like I'm trying to find, like I said, containers and like stuff where I can get more, because I have a problem where I sell out very fast. So like as soon as I'll put something out, 2 days later I'll sell out. So I think my biggest issue is finding a venue where I can get like more containers like in bulk so I don't sell out as fast.
And is there a shelf life to this product? Since there's all natural ingredients, a lot of times, there's a shelf life because natural ingredients don't stay that long. So how does that work?
So I researched everything with that. So I wanted to, when I first started, I was going to add in like a preservative, but I didn't know what none of that meant, like chemically, and I didn't want to mix anything not knowing what I'm putting to my hair or to other people's hair. So with all the products I have, I tested them out like for 6 years. So I would start with one product and have it sit and then see how it would react. So none of my products have ever like molded or anything like that. So I think the shelf life will be up to like 12 months.
Okay. Are there any approvals needed to sell a product like this that consumers are using on their skin or their lips or their hair? Like
Yes. It would be with the FDA, but I haven't got all the way through with that part yet since I did just start.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, good luck to you. Sounds like you're off to a good start.
And lastly, Bob.
Hi, Tamara. I have several questions. At the end, I'm going to have a curiosity one. But have you given any thought? It would seem to me that distribution through beauty salons and things of that nature might be an avenue to explore. And have you given any thought to that?
Yes. So I have contacted a few people in like my local area to add to their beauty salons. But since COVID, I kind of didn't get much back. But I also have been reaching out to many different like beauty gurus to see if they could promote my products more, to see if that would get more like customers as well.
Okay, and now back to an accounting question. When you were looking at your cost of goods sold and whether it was containers, labels, ingredients, are you scorekeeping for yourself a labor cost? Because if this did take off, you'd want to understand, going to, I guess it was Tom's question about production, or maybe it was Kevin. If there isn't any labor cost in there now, I'd tell you, at least for your own planning purposes, you might want to be doing that kind of scoring.
So as of now, I've just been focusing on like labor growth. Like the only people that works with Kojak Secrets is me and my mother. So I see like down the line, like in the future, I do need a plan for that. But as of now, I haven't looked into that. No.
Okay. And my last question is just a curiosity thing. You're probably way too young to know this, but in the 70s, I think there was a TV series on CBS with Telly Savalas, and he was Kojak. And I'm wondering, really, my question is, where did the name come from? What's the significance of it?
So the Kojak name, I actually researched that. Our spelling is different. And then Kojak comes from my grandfather. That was his biker's name. So before he passed, I was his 7th grandchild. So he said Kojak, like lucky number 7. So Kojak Secret.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, judges and Tamara.
Thank you.
Okay. We have Reese Stiller, a recent Clarendon University graduate and BizPitch 2019 finalist, is here to discuss how entering the BizPitch competition has impacted him.
Thanks, Shelby. First off, I want to say what a great way to start this competition with 2 great presentations. I would like to thank Shelby for inviting me to speak with you all tonight about my experience in the competition last year. This competition definitely made me bring my A game to showcase my business, Low Key Consulting. Since the competition, I've been pursuing something similar to the purpose of the business, which I truly believe this competition helped me prepare for. I now deal with financial services in that industry as a representative for Western and Southern Financial Group. I specialize in helping small businesses owners leverage their business to maximize the return back to them. In doing so, I can able to work with their employees on the individual level also in order to ensure an overall financially sound workplace. Western and Southern structure also allows me to do this at no cost to the business or the individuals themselves, which perfectly aligns with my consulting company's mission, which was to provide low-cost consulting solutions to small businesses in rural communities to help stimulate the business along with the local economy. With that being said, feel free to reach out to me in a private message if you want my contact information. But once again, I would like to thank Shelby for inviting me to speak today and the SBDC and university, along with the sponsors for hosting and supporting this competition.
Thanks so much, Reese. Next, we have James Carley, CEO of Imperium Meals and Performance. He is a graduate student in the MBA program with undergrad degrees in marketing, management, and human resources. Imperium Meals and Performance is a consumer lifestyle company that offers prepared meals, training, and nutritional coaching services, focused on serving the busy fitness enthusiast and health-conscious individual.
All right, everybody. Hello, my name is James Carley. I'm the president and CEO of Imperium Meals and Performance. And today I'm going to share with you guys my business plan. First, I want to talk about the problem that I recognized. The fitness industry is growing at a really rapid pace. And within any industry like this one, there's a lot of consumers. And these consumers, they're going to be looking in this information seek process. And within this industry, they were looking and wondering, you know, what do I eat? How much do I eat? And how do I train to look a certain way or maybe meet a certain goal? And they're just getting bombarded with information. And this led to frustration and people to throw out their goals, their diets, whatever it may be, and just not reach their goals at all. So that left a really big gap in the marketplace. I saw opportunity. And talk about the solution. We do offer a holistic product offering. That was our goal, and we wanted to do so by offering prepared meal services, quick and convenient meal replacement bars. This would be made out of whole foods, as well as dynamic nutrition and strength training services. And this is really to provide a one-on-one dynamic approach to the training at a convenient online approach. And this is, I wanted to address the statements like, I don't have time to eat like that, I don't know how to train, and how do I eat to lose weight? Those are really prevalent and I thought would offer the most growth targeting after. And ultimate goal was to provide an action plan, because everything's good and dandy, but you have to have an action plan so you can stay on track, so you can finally reach those goals and not get frustrated. And talk about the opportunity and target market here. The target market, I broke it down psychographically and then into demographics as well. Again, convenience-based, we want to target consumers who are parents, as well as time-constrained white and blue-collar professionals. And then 23 to 45 years of age, that's really the millennial cohort there, with above $50,000 of annual income. That was to provide the high discretionary income that we needed for consumers to purchase our products and services. The opportunities, the fitness industry is growing. I talked about that. And IBIS World reports show that they're within the fitness and gym industry itself. It's about a $4 billion with about a 6% increase year over year. And then the prepared meal market's also about $4 billion, about 2% increase. And the clear differentiation of offering, you know, the whole holistic approach to people's fitness journeys and really meeting all their needs instead of the partial solution. When with the secular growth trends that was provided by a 2018 Nielsen report there, that it showed that millennials do have the highest buying power per age demographic, as well as being health conscious and paying a premium for products that are going to offer you know, clear, concise ingredients, as well as paying a very high premium for products that are high in protein value. Touch on technology here. It's really just going to be a database on our website that people can kind of go in. They're going to type in with their coach, whether that be a nutrition coach, a training coach, and they're going to be able to type in their goals, talk one-on-one with these coaches, and really communicate. And then the coaches are going to communicate back to them, you know, what type of calories they need or what type of training, and tailor that week by week. And then I'll show you an example here coming up about it. This is just something I made up. I've been following for a while now. It's just something I made in Excel, but this will give you an idea about the concept. It's almost like MyFitnessPal, if anybody of you are familiar with that. And you just go in here and it's going to calculate your proteins, fats, and carbs per gram per meal. and it's going to break it down so you can see it and really understand it, and so allow for the nutritionist to really tailor the product to an individual's needs. And with the pictures and the emails and constant communication, really going to be able to meet your goals on a week-by-week basis to keep you on track. And here again, it's just another strength training example. And this is a 3-day-a-week split. This is very common for people just getting started out. It's about 45 minutes a piece, and it's going to let you come into the app or the website and type in the weights that you're already going to have. All of these workouts pre-programmed by your trainer, again, week-by-week basis, and it's just going to keep you on track again and show you the progress. So this is going to help with retention as well. And this is my favorite meal. Currently eating this. I love it every day. I call it the Thanksgiving pilaf. Fun little name there. It's delicious. It's just rice, peas, carrots, corn with shredded turkey and some low-fat gravy. And this is going to be more of our standardized approach to it. And this is our standardized meals. It's going to help us keep cost efficiency. But we have a personalized approach where people can go in and offer their nutritionist recommendations, type in the calorie breakdown that they want for their foods. We can ship it out to them, whether they just want rice and chicken or what have you. And we can ship these fresh using dry ice and insulated packaging, so there's nothing being frozen, and we'll just get it right out to you. Competition, there's 3 main competitors. It'd be Icon Meals, Trifecta Nutrition, and Fuel Meals. And these competitors really offer the partial solutions, which is just the prepared meals, but it doesn't offer that ecosystem of products that's really going to fulfill all the needs that Imperium's looking to do. And we are just going to try and be that one-stop shop. Marketing and sales. This is a bit of my forte. We're all going to be a digital marketing approach. And again, this is just going to give us the best bang for our buck, just starting off as a startup. And the reason for that is we can really go into Facebook ads and Google ads, and we can drive in and really do this amazing targeting and really focus on the age demographic, the interest, some of the keywords that they're looking up in Google search. And this is going to put our products in front of individuals that are going to be looking to buy our products. So there's going to be lots of good marketing spend return on that. And again, this is going to help create a brand community, which in turn is going to validate our idea, our brand, really set us apart, and help us with our organic marketing as well. Some of these financial projections I'd like to talk about is total allocation to get started up would be about $11,000. And that would increase to about $650 a month on top of that if we were to scale into a industrial kitchen around Pittsburgh area. And the break even here, if we were to stay at home, would be about $1,600 meals. And if we were to put it in the industrial kitchen, it'd be about 2,700 meals. And the revenues are based off of sales projections of Ice Age Meals, which came on to Shark Tank about 2017. And at the time, they were doing about $130,000 of sales in prepared meals, but they were only in the paleo-based market, which is, if people don't know, it's like Atkins. There's not really any carbs, it's kind of a fad. But they're doing about $130,000 per month in sales. We're projected 15% off of that, so it's very conservative. And then we can scale up 35 to 50% in the projections here. But I'd like to point out there's a 70% operating margin. So there's lots of room for the bottom line for return. And a financing saw ultimately be about $30,000 to start this up. And that's just really going to give us some extra liquidity. And in case there's any opportunities or problems that we incur, the prototyping or soft launches takes longer than we expect. And I just broke this down to here, some of the fees that I know we incur, mainly focusing on marketing. Again, we want to drive the demand before we even get products, and that comes into soft launches too. And the summary, we have lots of marketing potential with the great margins. For investors, going to lead to ROI and profitability. There's a clear roadmap there. And there's an ecosystem that allows for a good value proposition of products and really cross-selling between the channels. And we should ultimately customer focus. We want to hit those customers that say, hey, I want to get ready for the beach in 6 months or 5 weeks or whatever. Can you help me get there? Imperium's going to be with you. and some of the references.
All right, thank you, James. So let's start off with PJ.
Okay, let me video back on. Hey there, James. This is this is a very I think timely kind of product, but also perhaps a little bit of a a crowded marketplace. There are loads of diet programs, meal programs out there. I know because I've tried a lot of them.
That's good. That's what we're focused on.
So let me ask you this, is this and maybe I missed it up front, but is this a subscription basis? Like somebody would sign up for so many meals a week, a month? I mean, because without some sort of a
Right.
new program, I think you'd be in for very uneven sales. So
Right.
how do you see that working?
So a lot of those sales would be, we'd establish kind of like the bundling pricing and everything off of soft launches so we can really kind of gauge consumer sentiment about pricing and whatnot. And subscriptions would be one of the things we would look at. But what I thought ultimately is we'd offer different products. I don't want to necessarily push, because I want this to be a supplemental thing. I'd ultimately like consumers to come off and learn something from it and go off and live a healthier lifestyle. So I don't want these meals to take over their everyday meals. It's just a supplement them. Maybe you need a lunch for a week or a dinner for a week. So I didn't want to, force them into something that they didn't need. But also, I figured once they get onto something, they could actually be a longer term customer. And with that cross-selling, if they're just coming on for nutrition, okay, maybe I'd like to see what they have for training, or maybe, if they have a seasonal special, I'd buy more of those seasonal special meals like that Thanksgiving pilaf.
Thank you.
Kevin, go ahead and go with your questions.
Hello, Jim. I heard you mention investors in your presentation. Can you tell us a little bit about what you anticipate as a structure, ownership structure?
Right. So obviously there would have to be common stock involved or stock in the business to sell it. But raising capital, obviously I'd be president and CEO. There'd be probably have like a board of advisors or something to kind of guide me along my way. But then as far as the shares go, kind of divvy it out. There's private equity or something involved into that.
Now your background is in business.
Yep.
Where did this interest, and do you have individuals that you would rely on from a nutrition standpoint, from a standpoint of all the other specialized need that you would have?
Right. So what's not in my description is I was actually a nutrition major for quite some time. And so I don't have the certifications, but I took all the chemistry classes and all that to know about, how it affects hormones. And if we have someone with type 2 diabetes, how we need to do with their insulin sensitivity. But so I can do that stuff if I get certified, but I can also bring in people as well.
Thank you.
Tom Bowman.
Hi, James. Yeah, two questions, but both related to consistency. So it sounds like you're looking to do a kitchen, somewhere in the Pittsburgh area. How do you, well, I guess it's really kind of two questions related to that. How do you expect to man that kitchen, and how are you going to maintain the consistency in the food quality?
Right. Great question. It'd be a lot about quality control, and that's something I have to dig more into. But it's standardized operations. So if we can, it's almost like a 4-model T line. So much preparing these meals. One person would have, a big batch of steamed rice, and we'd go through the orders periodically so we can be most efficient through the day. So if we have all the rice meals here, we can go through those. And if we have a noodle-based meal or potato-based meal, go through those, and just keeping like products together.
Cool. And the second question is, again, related to consistency. You're talking about having, it sounds like having, geographically dispersed people to do the consulting. What kind of a platform, or what kind of resources are they going to have so that they're all on the same page?
Right. They're all going to be independent contractors, and it's going to be the database. It's pretty much just like an email communication system. And so the database, they'll all communicate on the database like a social media website, but it'll just be our private own. And then the progress pictures will be from the people in nutritional training services. And then they'll be able to look at their calorie breakdown and their progress pictures off of kind of like base metabolic rate, which is how they're going to burn calories at rest, and then they can tailor that to that.
Sounds good. Thank you, James.
Yep.
And Bob.
Hi, James. Hey, I want to go back, got back earlier in the presentation. I think you referred a couple of times to a person, a customer, and then their coach. And I wanted to be clear if I wasn't making an incorrect assumption. You don't have a team of coaches inside the business model, do you?
No, they're all going to be independent contractors because they're going to be not their own source of income.
But if Bob Leeper calls you and says, hey, I like this idea, I need some help, will you supply a coach or refer a coach?
Yeah, that would have to be some of the recruiting. I'd have to go out and on websites like Indeed.
Where I was thinking about this was, I wonder if your first market wouldn't be to get coaches to refer you customers. In other words, make a sale to a coach before you've made a sale to a person.
I have not thought about that, but that is a great idea.
That would have been how my head was thinking about this. And that was really my only area of question.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, James and the judges. Please welcome the 2019 BizPitch fan favorite and third place winner, John Hansott. Unfortunately, his partner, Dante Grenzi, is not able to join us tonight.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Shelby. First of all, it's great to see that so many people showed up tonight, having 90, close to 100 people. Yeah, so me and my roommate from last year, Dante, our business idea was to start a dating app called Hello. It was pretty much more of a dating app that specialized in interaction through games and getting people to set up dates with discounts outside of the app. Since I didn't mention this beforehand, I'm a Clarion student going on senior year, studying finance. It was really great to take part in the competition last year. You know, it's not every day that students get a chance to speak in front of a crowd, which I think that's really important. In today's business field, we have a lot of people that can't speak in front of a crowd or they won't. And it's really important that kids our age take every chance that they can get to speak in front of crowds. Second of all, it's great to be able to work with the SBDC. They really helped us to make our business plan, work on financial projections, and pretty much walk us through all the steps that we needed to do to try and start a business. Granted, in the end, we ended up not going through with the idea. We just found that it wasn't realistic for us to start it. So we ended up not going through with that. And lastly, you know, events like this are really great resume builders. As I said beforehand, getting the chance to speak in front of a public crowd is huge. And if you guys decide to go on with this business later on or not, this is still something you're going to put on your resume, and that's going to look good for a long time to come. So congrats to all of you guys that participated tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Blonde by Kiara Joyce is a new chapstick company that specializes in unique fragrances while delivering ultra hydration. Owner Kiara Stitt is a sophomore studying business management.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. My name is Kiara Stitt, and I am the owner of Blonde by Kiara Joyce. Growing up, I always had a chapstick on me everywhere I was, whether it was in the car or in my purse, or simply just every room of the house, I always had to have a chapstick on me. And my love for chapstick led me to start my own company selling and manufacturing unique scented chapsticks alongside other products. So, Blonde's mission statement is dedicated to delivering the best experience of creativity to anyone interested in skincare by providing unique skincare products and accessories. So on October 1st, I launched my business and I primarily specialize in chapstick. And I launched 5 chapstick flavors. I launched spice pear and whiskey, salted caramel and Kahlua, coffee and cocoa, maple chai and sweet cream, and honey and bourbon. And soon launching, I have a Christmas collection. And here you can find vanilla cranberry, roasted chestnuts and rum, and raw cinnamon and clove. Alongside my chapsticks, you can also find other products and you can find chapstick holders. And these are super fun because you can add them to a purse or a backpack or a wallet. And you can find them in the shades chocolate and oatmeal. And coming in the Christmas collection, you can also find my chapstick holders in the shade red. And also I have coming out cute little makeup bags in the shade cream. Another product that I sell is fragrance wax melts, and I have these in the scents pumpkin hazelnut. And you can also find these in the scents raw cinnamon and clove. Now you can find all of these products on my website, www.blondekj.com. One of the services that I provide are free scheduled pickup. And how this works is once you get to checkout, you can, instead of providing your address, you can click schedule a free pickup. And then once you continue your checkout, you would contact me, and whether it be through email or DM, you would find a time that's convenient for the both of us and then come and pick up your order. I do also offer shipping, and I do this through first class priority mail. And how this works is if you were to pay $0 to $3.50, you would pay $3.50 for shipping. If you were to spend $3.51 to $7, you would pay $4.50 for shipping. And if you were to spend $7.01 and up, you would pay $5 for shipping. And it costs a minimum of $2.89 for me to ship out to you guys. And this fluctuates depending on where in the US I'm shipping to and how much the package weighs. For my inventory, I usually try to keep around 60 to 70 sticks of each fragrance of chapstick in stock. And for fragrance wax melts, I usually try to keep around 40 of each fragrance in stock. For chapstick holders, I usually try to keep around 90 to 100 of each color in stock. So this is usually about 300 of each chapstick, or 300 in total of the chapstick holders. And if any of these were to ever sell out, it only takes about a day to restock all of them. And all inventory is currently stored in my home. So some problems and solutions that Blonde is trying to solve are chapped lips are so common among all of us, but they are also so easy to prevent and heal. And I know chapstick will always be in the market, but Blonde is trying to excite people to have a new variety of fragrances to choose from that aren't very common. And one of my main priorities starting my business was I wanted to research ingredients that were super hydrating while still being able to add the fun fragrances. That way you can get the best of both worlds. And some of the key ingredients that I found that I include in my products are coconut oil, sunflower seed oil, pomegranate seed oil, and grapeseed oil. Blonde's target market covers a wide variety because just about anyone can get chapped lips, but primarily we target women and men of all ages who use chapstick and who are interested in skincare with unique characteristics. So for my marketing strategy, I plan to capture my target market through visualization since they cannot smell or feel online, which I am currently solely based. And again, I do have my operating website, which is, again, my URL is www.blondekj.com. I do take all of my own photos and upload them to my social media and website and give them the best descriptions and detail them as best as I possibly can. And through my social media platforms, which are Instagram and Facebook, I do pay for advertising through these, and I try to promote my products through the paid advertising to people who may not follow me on social media or who may not be my friends or family. That way I can get my products out there, so that way I can just promote it as much as I can. And again, my social media is at blonde.kj. For pricing and projections, I personally research, manufacture, produce, and sell all items for my business. And what it costs to manufacture and produce with all expenses included for one chapstick is 67 cents. And priced on my website for consumers to purchase is $3.50. And this leaves a $2.83 profit. Projected income for 1 year is $10,432.50, and for 5 years, it's $52,162.50. And this has included factors such as my Christmas collection or products that I'm actually currently researching now to add to my brand. So as far as competitors go, I do have a lot, such as Burt's Bees, the chapstick company, Carmex, and Blistex. They compete with me by selling chapstick to customers online and in stores. Some of them do sell other products besides chapstick, but they are not like Blonde because they all have generic formulas. And lots of times you walk into a store and you can only find like cherry flavored chapsticks or strawberry flavored chapsticks, but there's not very many times that you walk into a store and you find a salted caramel and Kahlua flavored chapstick, which I have pictured below. And that's Blonde's competitive advantage is we add modernness and ultra hydration to chapstick while still smelling remarkably amazing. And in conclusion, the future has many paths for me to take my business down, expanding current products such as my packaging or my labeling, and adding even more skincare related products to my brand. And I know this doesn't go along with skin, but I would love to add like things such as clothing lines or different things such as this to my brand. And I want to leave you off with this statement. The next time you have dry lips, I want you to remember to take a little bit better care of yourself. And remember, beauty is not just about looks, but about how it makes you feel. So why not try adding a little blonde into your life? Better Beauty Blonde. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, I would love to answer them.
Thank you, Kiara. Bob Lieber, go ahead and go first.
Okay, Kiara, is the underlying thing that you're selling a tube of chapstick?
Primarily, I focus in chapstick, yeah.
I mean, you're not using a generic, you're using their product?
No, I manufacture it, and I actually researched all the ingredients, and I make it in my kitchen at home.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that takes away my other question then. Okay. And you think you can do that pretty quickly, apparently?
Yeah.
If you were to get lucky and grow this thing.
Yeah, it only takes about an hour to make.
Okay. Terrific. That's the only question I had then.
Thank you.
Yep.
PJ?
Yeah. Yeah. Hi there, Kiara. Really sounds like you have a great start to your business. Love your packaging. I went on your website while you were presenting. You have a beautiful website, and the photographs are really nice. You've got a really healthy margin, but it looks like it's going to be, scaling it is kind of what your issue is here. So how do you see scaling that working from your home kitchen?
Well, currently I'm trying to look into, if I were to grow, I would try to look into finding a manufacturer and hiring employees.
And do you look to stay independent, or would you pursue perhaps some sort of deal with a Burt's Bees or one of those other companies?
I would try to stay independent for as long as I can, but if if it were to take off and I wouldn't be able to handle it on my own, I would be open to accepting offers like with Burt's Bees or different things like that.
Yeah, I think just one of the challenges might be as you look at the price of your product versus the shipping. It's
Correct.
like, oh gosh, somebody's gonna have to pay a lot more in shipping than the price of the product. So I don't know how you're thinking about dealing with that, but that just might be one thing you think about going forward, because that maybe find I don't know, whatever the least expensive way to ship is, and try to bring that down. Because if you're going to pay, I can't remember the exact figure here, I wrote it down, but what's a chapstick cost?
$3.50.
Okay. And then if you're going to have to pay, $5 or $6 for shipping, it's just, that's kind of a, I think a detriment to people wanting to buy the product.
Right. Thank you.
But good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you, PJ. Tom Bowman?
Sure. Yep. Two questions for you, Kiara. One is, and this was the same for tomorrow. Have you considered any kind of a wholesale operation where you would sell to beauty salons or beauty shops, beauty supply stores?
I actually am currently in research to finding like displays and stuff like that. I have had one salon approach me and ask me if I was interested with working with them. So I am currently researching that.
Okay. And second question is, where did the name come from, and who are you trying to attract with the name?
Yeah, actually, I started this 7 months ago, like during quarantine, and I was just kind of like researching a bunch of names, and I had a few picked out, and it was just the most popular between all of my friends and family. So I'm not really trying to attract anyone. It was just the most popular.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Kiera.
You're welcome.
And Kevin.
Yes, tell me a little bit about extending the manufacturing process and how you could control quality in that. That I think is going to be, as you move forward, an important issue for you.
So I would probably do that with working with a manufacturing company. I would probably have to partner with someone so that way they would help me with that aspect because I'm not sure if I would know how to do that all on my own.
Good. Let me focus on the name. Go back to the extension of what Tom had said. You use the comparison to chapstick a lot, which seems to be kind of the generic name out there for the product itself. And that would be something that I think through your marketing you'd want to try to accomplish over time, is to get people to talk about it almost in a generic sense. Your name itself, while interesting, doesn't seem to do that. I mean, I wouldn't know unless you say lip balm as an extension. So that's maybe something to think about.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, judges. Next, we have the SBDC Consultant and Entrepreneurial Leadership Center Coordinator, Tracy Rensall, with us tonight to talk about the State Systems Business Pitch Competition, the State Systems Startup Challenge.
All right, good evening, everybody, and thank you, Shelby. If you want to advance to the next slide for me, please. So I'm here tonight to reach out to all the students that might be listening from the university to tell you about another opportunity for another BizPitch competition. So if you like what you're seeing tonight and think I'd like to do something similar, there is an opportunity at the state level. The State System Startup Challenge is in its 10th year. It was a little bit rebranded in the past year from a full business plan competition to a BizPitch style competition. There are 3 rounds to this competition that span the fall and spring semester, so we will not conclude until April of next year. And this competition is open to all students, freshman to graduate level, as long as you are enrolled in this fall semester. So if you are planning to graduate in December, you are still eligible to compete. And those that are competing will be trying to win a prize to win seed money to start their business. Next slide. So the first round of this competition was actually just extended today. It was originally supposed to be, the deadline was scheduled for this Friday, but they extended it to December 5th. So there's a couple more weeks to get your plan together. And what you have to do to register is provide your basic student information, answer 4 questions with respect to your target market, your product or service, and the need that it is solving, and then upload a 1-minute video to explain the product. In the second round of the competition, the deadline is February 26th of next year. And in this phase, those that progress from the first round will submit a business model canvas. So this is essentially a scaled down version of a business plan where you are required to answer 10 targeted questions related to business operations. Now, this phase of the competition will be judged by SBDC consultants from across the state that are not located at POSHI universities. And these judges will determine the top 15 applicants that will advance to the third round, which will conclude on April 21st via a live Zoom BizPitch. It's very similar to what you're seeing tonight. These finalists will present, the top 5 will present a 5-minute pitch to judges, followed by a 5-minute question and answer session. And the next 10 will be considered semifinalists, and they will present a 1-minute pitch live to the Zoom audience for a chance at a viewer's choice award. Next slide. So here's what everybody likes to know is what are the prizes? So they can be pretty generous. On the finalist level, the top 5 finalists all will walk away with some type of prize ranging from $10,000 for first place down to $500 for 5th place. Now this money is to be used as seed money to start your business. So it will be directed to the university and the university will hold that money and will be released as you identify specific allowable expenses for your business operations. The semifinalists have a chance to win one of 3 prizes this year. So the first Viewer's Choice Award will win $500, and the second and third Viewer Choice Awards will each win $250. And these are considered cash prizes that are payable directly to the student. Next slide. So some of the basic rules that I just wanted to mention is you can work individually or as a team. You can work with students from other POSHI universities, or you can also work with students or non-students outside of the POSHI university system. The only rule is that if there's only one POSHI student, you have to be at the management level and have majority control of the business. A full list of the rules can be found at the Diller Center website through Shippensburg University. And you can also apply for the competition by visiting www.systemstartup.biz. Next slide. So again, my name is Tracy Reinsel, and I'm the Entrepreneurial Leadership Center Coordinator at Clarion University. So I'm here to assist any students that might have questions or show interest in this competition. My email and phone number are on the screen. I can provide assistance with any type of industry or market research for your plan or your business. I can review your 1-minute pitch, your business model Canvas submissions, and I can also help you prepare for your 5-minute pitch as well. Clarion University has had great success over the past 10 years in this competition, and I really do look forward to seeing that continue. Thank you very much, Shelby.
Thanks, Tracy. Lastly, we have the Small Business Warehouse, a drop shipping e-commerce site that sells all the necessities an entrepreneur needs to start and operate his/her business in commercial supplies. The Small Business Warehouse is owned and operated by Nicholas Howard, a senior dual major in accounting and management with a minor in marketing.
Hello, my name is Nick Howard, and I am the founder of the Small Business Warehouse. The Small Business Warehouse is an e-commerce dropshipping site that will specialize in selling merchandise tailored to small business necessities. Dropshipping means that the manufacturers of all my products sold will fulfill orders and ship them directly to the consumers. So the Small Business Warehouse will not have to handle inventory or shipping. The Small Business Warehouse will sell stationery supplies, business supplies, furniture, commercial supplies, and other business merchandise. The Small Business Warehouse's mission statement is helping small businesses succeed, because when small businesses succeed, so do communities. Starting and operating a small business is a big undertaking, and having to find several different suppliers and retailers to obtain all the necessary supplies can be overwhelming, chaotic, and time-consuming. The Small Business Warehouse will solve this problem by offering a one-stop shop for small business owners and entrepreneurs. This way, business owners will be able to get everything they need to start and operate their business at one company, which will help them save time and create a less overwhelming situation, so each business owner can focus more on their business in general. The Small Business Warehouse's target market will be entrepreneurs and small business owners. In 2019, there were 30.7 million small businesses in the US, and the small business market is growing for several reasons. The desire to be self-employed, becoming unemployed, and the financial instability brought on by the recent pandemic are all reasons more Americans are going into business for themselves, which is why the target market is growing. A secondary market would be average consumers and larger businesses. Average consumers and professional individuals can purchase the office supplies and equipment they use in their daily lives, like notebooks, tape, and desks at the Small Business Warehouse. Larger businesses can also purchase their business supplies from the Small Business Warehouse. Social media is an easy and cost-efficient way for small businesses to reach a large consumer base. As the founder, I will use social media to reach consumers, connect with small business owners, and promote the Small Business Warehouse. I will also use digital and direct advertising like emails and Facebook ads to promote the business and attract consumers. Finally, partnering with groups like the Small Business Administration, Chamber of Commerce, and fellow small businesses will be another great way to market the Small Business Warehouse. The only revenue stream for the Small Business Warehouse is through e-commerce sales. The average monthly sales for a small e-commerce site is around $39,000. Since this site will be a drop shipping site, the Small Business Warehouse will not have any inventory, warehousing, or shipping costs. The only other cost the Small Business Warehouse will have is marketing costs. I have set aside $50 a month to start out with for a marketing budget. I will use this money to buy Facebook ads, purchase a Shopify advertising plan, and make up some flyers to distribute if possible. If possible, I will increase my monthly marketing budget so I can successfully build up a consumer base and positive reputation once the business takes off. As the owner, I may hire some employees to help operate the site, but for the first few years, I plan on operating the site on my own. Also, since the Small Business Warehouse will sell a variety of dropship merchandise, the profit margin of each product will depend on the cost of each product. The only revenue stream for the Small Business Warehouse is through e-commerce sales. The average monthly sales for e-commerce, there we go. The Small Business Warehouse's direct competitors include Amazon, office supply stores, restaurant and commercial supply stores, and furniture and technology retailers. None of these retailers, like Staples, sell exactly what the Small Business Warehouse will be selling, but they all sell different merchandise segments like office supplies and furniture. Staples does not sell commercial appliances for restaurants, food trucks, or industrial coolers for retail stores, but the Small Business Warehouse will. The Small Business Warehouse's competitive advantage is that it is tailored to the small business market. It provides a convenient one-stop shop for business owners, which saves them time and stress of having to find numerous suppliers. And the Small Business Warehouse will have an easy-to-use, simplistic site so that customers can have a positive shopping experience. The Small Business Warehouse will help the American dream come true for entrepreneurs by supplying them everything they need to be successful. Remember to always shop small. Thank you, and are there any questions?
Thank you, Nick. Let's start with Kevin.
Okay, that sounds like an interesting idea. When you look ahead, where do you see yourself 1 year from now with this project?
1 year from now, I'm hoping to be up and running for actually quite a while. To set this up, it really could just take a few hours because of I'm using Oberlo, which is actually Shopify bought Oberlo, and traditionally drop shipping, you would have to go out and find different manufacturers and everything to build your directory. Where since Shopify bought Oberlo, Oberlo is actually that whole directory for you. So since Shopify bought Oberlo, they are very much integrated. So Oberlo offers a whole bunch of products that I can just click which ones I want to sell, and it automatically goes on to my Shopify store. And all I have to do is, when somebody orders something, is process it through Oberlo, and that's it. I was looking at this during the pandemic while we were quarantined, and it only take a few hours to actually get up and running. So a year from now, I'm really hoping to be up and running and have established a customer base.
Tell us a little bit about your background and your ability to actually accomplish the goals that you've set.
I am a senior accounting management and with a minor in marketing. I actually have already started 2 part-time businesses. I create different books and publications through Amazon Direct Publishing, and have a little e-commerce bookstore on that site, as well as I have a Redbubble gift shop that I run as well. So I do have some experience in the e-commerce industry.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Tom Bowman.
Hi, Nick, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah, a couple questions. One is has to do with the differentiation. You mentioned, between Staples and Office Depot, et cetera. I think one of the items you mentioned was restaurant equipment, but if you could expand a little bit more on why people would be attracted to your site versus versus somebody who calls themselves Staples or an Office Depot type arrangement.
Okay, so we will sell some of the merchandise that they sell, but we also sell things like I said, like I can drop ship food trucks if somebody wants to start a food truck business. I have already researched that I can sell a pizza oven for like a pizza shop if someone wants to start that. I can sell hairdressing kits for someone who wants to start up a hairdressing business. I can sell a lot more things than a traditional office supply store would, which makes me a little bit different because I can sell a lot of the merchandise needed to start your typical imitative small business.
Right, thanks. And second question is, as far as your pricing and your markups, can you comment on any kind of a general markup for all your products? And then are there any products specifically that are higher markup than other products?
The way, because like I said, Shopify and Oberlo are very much integrated since Shopify bought Oberlo, they actually automatically price. I believe it's about 20% markup. And they do the pricing for you. You can also set your own markup if you want to. The way I looked at it was I probably, depending on what the product was that I was specifically selling, I'd probably since this is my first time using Shopify, I'd probably just let the system do the markup, see how that goes, and if I need to adjust, then I would. But I would start with that automatic markup that the Shopify and Oberlo do for you.
Gotcha. Thank you, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Lieber.
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
Nice presentation. But I'm sitting here scratching my head wondering, why would anybody, given the pervasiveness of Amazon, why would anybody go looking for a shopping service as opposed to just going on the Amazon site and clicking whatever it is they need? They've got a wonderful returns mechanism and all the stuff that's there. I feel like you're trying to compete with the world's biggest distributor of everything. Tell me how we differentiate.
Right. Amazon does sell a wide variety of things, but this is because it's going to be so tailored to small business people and entrepreneurs that they really won't have to go looking for anything. It'll all be just listed there on the site. It'll be a very simplistic site with just everything directed to them. I'm not sure if Amazon sells different things like food trucks, or anything like that. I can also sell. I'm also planning on selling greenhouses because a lot of people like to start a greenhousing business. So because I'm so focused in on that niche market, I think it'll differentiate me enough to gain a consumer base. And I think it'll differentiate me from Amazon because I will be so tailored to that market.
Okay, that was all I had to ask. Thanks.
Yeah.
And PJ. PJ, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Nick, are you looking to focus on a certain geography when you launch, or how do you see that initial approach?
Initial approach when I launch, I will, because I live near Clarion, I'll focus in on that area first. But since I'm in e-commerce, I'll eventually want to go nationwide and then worldwide, since everybody will be able to access it through the internet.
Okay. And do you think that you'll need to have employees to do this, or you'd be managing this yourself?
To start out, it would just be me, because I would be able to just go in and process the orders. But as I would grow, I would be one of Shopify's benefits is you can gain staff accounts. So I would use those to hire people as we would grow and more orders would come in.
Okay, so kind of back to a question that Bob had asked around, he mentioned returns and that kind of thing. I would think in this kind of business, customer service would be key. So how would you plan on handling kind of the customer service aspect of it? People who have complaints, late deliveries, need to make a change, they didn't get exactly what they thought, et cetera.
So the customer service aspect of it, first, the initial launching, I would do as well. I would hook up a business email to it, and anybody who has questions, concerns, or needs help can email me, and eventually then they could email a staff person, and they can return. Usually when I plan on creating a return policy, but they would be able to contact me directly, like most other sites, and we would go from there, and they could certainly return at their earliest convenience.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, PJ, and the other judges, and Nick. All right, those were our finalists. Now will we begin tallying the votes to determine our winner. We will now launch our poll for you to vote for the Fun Bank fan favorite. Each one watching will be able to vote one time. Voting will end in about 10 minutes, so make sure you get your votes in. While the scores are being tallied, I would like to recognize our sponsors. Thank you to Scott and Pamela Crow, the Crow family, and Robindale Energy. Thank you for sponsoring our event for the second year in a row. We truly appreciate it. Thank you to S&T Bank for supporting our event for a third time. Thank you to Clarion University's Interhall Council. Clarion University's Interhall Council is the governing body for Clarion University's residence life system. Their purpose is to promote a positive living and learning environment within the residence halls by providing student advocacy in addition to funding and planning a variety of on-campus activities for all residents and students. And lastly, thank you to First United National Bank, tonight's sponsor of the Fan Favorite Award. And thank you to Clarion University for your continued support of the BizPitch competition. We are going to pause for a quick intermission. We will be back in 10 minutes. Hi, everyone. The judges are still deliberating, so please wait patiently while they finish scoring. Thank you. While we're waiting, I just want to thank our sponsors once again because they play a big part in tonight's event. So thank you again to S&T Bank, Robindale Energy, Inner Hall Council of Clarion University, and First United National Bank, and of course, Clarion University.
Shelby, we have a decision and the judges are back. And so I am going to share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. So, welcome back. The votes have been counted and the checks are written, but I'd like to pause for a few words of thanks and recognition. First, for the judges, gosh, your time and your true engagement into tonight's competition, thank you. We so appreciate each of you, your questions, your insights, your expertise. This event was truly enriched by your participation, and we just thank you very, very much. Next, I'd like to formally acknowledge and recognize our award sponsors who eagerly stepped up to support our event tonight. We could not have this event without our sponsors. So thank you to S&T Bank, First United National Bank, the Clarion University Student Interhall Council, Scott and Pamela Crow, their Crow family, and Robindale Energy. So I have a short commercial. I'd like to take just a minute to speak to all the Clarion University students. In addition to our students tonight, we're looking for students that have a business or a business idea. At the start of the semester, we kicked off the statewide startup challenge hosted each year by the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education. Tracy talked about it earlier. This year, we're in our 10th year, and Clarion University has had a lot of success in this competition. In the past 6 years, our students have been awarded over $25,000 by being place winners in that competition. And we're looking for more students interested in participating. And the deadline to simply enter the competition is Saturday, December 5th. It simply involves a 1-minute pitch video and answering a few targeted questions. From this pool, a group of students will be selected to proceed to the next portion of the competition, which involves the completion of the business model canvas, and that's due by late February. Following that round of judges, the top 15 teams will be selected to compete, hopefully in person, possibly virtually, at a final event in April. The top 5 teams compete for cash from $500 to $10,000 for first place, and the remaining 10 teams will compete for 2 Viewers' Choice Awards. So if you're interested, contact the Small Business Development Center for more information and for one-on-one business consulting services. We're here to help you get through that competition. But remember, the deadline to enter is Saturday, December 5th. So thank you for being with us tonight. And now for what you have all been waiting for, please welcome back our chairperson, Shelby Wrights.
Thank you again to everyone watching at home and supporting our event. Thanks again to our sponsors for making tonight's competition possible. All right, let's get to the awards.
Okay, Shelby. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
All right, our 2020 Fun Bank Fan Favorite winner is Follow Me. Congratulations, Taylor.
Thank you.
All right. The BizPitch 2020 third place winner is Kojak Secrets. Congratulations, Tamara.
Thank you.
Our second place winner is Blonde by Kiara Joyce. Congratulations, Kiara.
Thank you.
And our BizPitch 2020 first place winner is Follow Me. Congratulations again, Taylor.
Thank you so much.
All right. Congratulations to our 2020 winners. Thank you for watching the Clarion University Biz Pitch Competition. Good night.
Right.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your participation, judges. And we'll be following up with you following tonight's event.
Thanks, Cindy.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you, guys. Really good.
I just want to say thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Kiera. Thanks for participating, and we'll look forward to having you in the statewide competition.
Good luck in that, Kiara.
Yes.
Yes, thank you guys so much.
Congratulations, Kiera.
Congratulations.
Great, yes, thank you. See ya.
Thanks, Taylor. Congratulations.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, everyone. And
Good job.
Tracy, what is your email again? I want to email you about the state competition.
T. Reinsel, so my first initial, my last name,
Okay.
at clarion.edu. So yeah, reach out and I look forward to working with you.
All right, me too. Thank you guys so much for everything. Have a good night.
Welcome.
You too. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Bye-bye.
All right. See you guys. Thanks for
See
inviting
you.
me, Shelby. Yep.
Thank you. It's good to see you again, Tom.
And hope you come back next November, and I hope everybody's in person. So
Yeah.
that'd be great, right?
Good job, Shelby. I'll see you later.
Yeah. See you
Thank you.
guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Tracy.